Welcome to Station 3 for our lesson on properties of exponents. In this station, we're going to be working on the quotient property, or division rules, and if you remember, there's a shortcut built into order of operations that says when you're dividing exponents, you can really drop down one level and subtract those numbers. Alright, 4. Our first problem. Let's expand this out, see what happens. In the numerator, we got a 2, and then we're multiplying that by n times n times n for n to the third power. Denominator, we got a 4. And we're multiplying that by 7 n's for n to the 7th power. And then we're going to do some canceling. 1, 2, 3 sets of those n's will cancel. And then our final answer, we are going to have the fraction 2/4 reduced down to 1/2. And then the leftover n's, the extra ones, are in the denominator, and there are 4 of them. Now, if we use the shortcuts on this particular rule, we would have seen that we would have started with the plain numbers, 2 and 4, and they would have reduced down to 1/2. And then we would have followed the rule that we said earlier. When we're dividing, we're going to subtract the exponents. Now we have to ask ourselves first off which side of the fraction has more of those particular variables. And the denominator has 7 n's when the numerator only has 3, so my extras are in the denominator. How many extra? That's where you take 7 minus 3. There's the subtraction part for 4. Same answer we got the other way. Alright, on to the next problem. Let's do the same thing. We're going to expand this out, even though it's going to be quite a long problem. Alright, starting with whole numbers, 4, and then moving on to x's, which there are 3 of them, and then moving on to the y's, which there are 4. Alright, denominator, there's a number 2, followed by just the 1x, and then followed by 9 y's. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 y's. Now we're going to do some canceling. First off, the whole number is 4 divided by 2. Well, that reduces down to the whole number 2. And if you get a whole number when it reduces, that number goes in the numerator. You don't need to put anything in the denominator. When it comes to the x's, we've got a cancellation here, and 2 remaining x's in the numerator. For the y's, we've got some cancellation. We've got this 1, 2, 3, and 4, leaving a grand total of 5 y's left over in denominator. And there's our final answer. We would have used the shortcut on this one. We would have found out that first off, numbers, 4 over 2 divides down to 2. And then the x's. There are more x's in the numerator, and I need to subtract. Remember, there's an exponent 1 on that x, so 3 minus 1 makes 2. And then for denominators, y, there's more y's on bottom. That means that's where the y goes. And 9 minus 4, that makes 5. Same answer, whether you expand it out or use the shortcut. Good luck on the rest of these problems.